Greetings, gentlemen. It is I, Victor von Frankenstein, the Grateful MGTOW. Back with more content as promised. Welcome. Let's get started. As most of you know, yesterday was International Men's Day. The official International Men's Day. Now, we all like to say that February 14th is the unofficial International Men's Day, and for good reason. But jokes aside, I want to make a wager with you, gentlemen. I will wager exposing my face against the fact that I can guarantee no woman wished any of you a happy International Men's Day, or any kind of words of encouragement simply for being a man. Now, I'd like to know, did any of you take the time to actually wish another man happy International Men's Day? And there's a reason that I didn't post a video yesterday on International Men's Day. And it was because I actually took the time to thank some of the men in my life, friends, family members, co-workers, some of the men that have helped create society. I took the time and said, hey, happy International Men's Day. Thank you for all your hard work. I got some strange responses. Most of these men looked very surprised. I had no idea that yesterday was International Men's Day. And as I said, there was a reason why I didn't make a video yesterday. Because personally, I don't think that men need a specific day to hear words of encouragement, to get a small pat on the back, to be acknowledged as the creators of civilization. Gentlemen, we truly stand upon the shoulders of giants. And those giants were men. And we as men, and the boys that will grow up to be men, we too are giants amongst giants. But I was interested in just seeing what was at the top of the Google search when I looked up International Men's Day. And the first thing that I saw was this Twitter post from this feminist. And as we all know, in the current day and social climate that exists, it's not difficult to see why Google would put this feminist at the top of the search when you look up International Men's Day. Now, I want you gentlemen to take a close look. Some of you might know this feminist from other videos that have been posted. I'm not going to mention her name. You can all see it right there. Do not go and attack her channel or whatever. Attack her Twitter feed. But I would just want you to realize, look at the words that they say. Not only the words, but their actions. Even on a day when we set aside to appreciate the sacrifices that men have made throughout history and the things that men have done to lift society out of the dark ages, out of the Stone Age. Women will still manipulate it to be about them. And they will shame men and attack men and boys in order to place the blame on anyone other than women. And that leaves only one group of people to put the blame on. Now I want you to look at the very last line. I want you to understand what those words mean. We get through this together or not at all. Now, if you understand that is a line in the sand, that is a declaration of war. And I'll tell you what, as long as women and these feminazis continue to attack men simply because of the gender that we were born as long as they push this gynocentric supremacist movement, I'll tell you one thing, it will be not at all. We will not make it through this together. And at some point in time, we will have to cross that line in the sand, and we will have to reassert dominance and restore the natural balance that exists. That day is not today, and that day probably is not tomorrow. But as things ramp up in the election year, and as the societal decay continues, that day will come. We can see it all the time in the media. We can see it through these independent creators that post videos of the things going on college campuses, things going on inside of our own governmental systems. This will continue. The beating shall continue until morale is increased. I just want to say to you, gentlemen, I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you are striving for yourself. I hope you are achieving that self-actualization. And I want to thank you for all the contributions that you make, not only to this community, but to society in general. Because I know every day that we go to work, even though some of us may not be supporting family, every day that we go to work, we make the cogs of this country move. We make the machinery run. Without men, the machine would come to a screeching halt. And we all know that women would not be there to pick up the pieces, nor would they have the ability to get that machine back online. Once again, gentlemen, I just want to thank you, all of you, especially the men here in the MGTOW community. From the depths of my heart, I thank you, gentlemen, for the message that you put out there and for what you have done for me. Without MGTOW, I would probably still be walking around blind. I hope this message finds you gentlemen well. I'll talk to you again real soon.